Hey there, hope you're doing great today. In today's quick video, we'll dive into the world of the various fees you may encounter if you choose to invest in a syndication. But before we begin, this is just a quick reminder that our videos are for educational and entertainment purposes only and do not constitute tax, legal, or investment advice. So let's begin. We'll start with the acquisition fee. That is typically based on the purchase price of the asset, in this case, purchase price of the property, and ranges anywhere from 2 to 4 or 5%. 5 is definitely on the higher end, 3 is really being the most common number that you'll see. The asset management fee is typically around 2% and is based on the effective gross income or the gross revenue generated by the property. There may be some occasions where you may see a 5% asset management fee, but in that case it's based on the bottom line, meaning the net operating income or the operating profit of the property. And I have seen some cases where it's based off the equity raised or the capital raised, which I personally am not a fan of because that misaligns incentives. But if you see the fee structure that way, that probably begs a conversation with the sponsor so you can gain better understanding of why they structured it that way and then decide for yourself if you're comfortable with the response. Number 3 is the CapEx management fee, and that's typically around 5% and is based on the budgeted amount of the rehab that will be taking place post acquisition of the property. For some heavier lift projects, that fee may be a little bit higher, or new construction projects, that fee may be a little bit higher, but around 5% is what you'll see for most typical value add projects. There are a few other fees that you may encounter. One is an exit fee, and that's typically based on the exit valuation of the property. That's around 1% of that valuation, and usually there is an exit fee tagged on. The acquisition fee would be lower. So a combination of like 2% acquisition fee, 1% exit fee versus the traditional 3% upfront acquisition fee. Capital event fee is another one you may see. That's typically around 1% of the capital event, and usually capital event in the middle of the deal in most cases would be a refinance, so it will be 1% of that refinance amount. You may also see a loan guarantor or KP fee. That's typically around 1%, or loan broker fee. That's also, you'll definitely see that, although that's typically paid to the lender, not to the syndication team or the operator, and that's typically around 1% of the loan amount fee. So that's it. These are some of the most typical fees you will encounter in a syndication, and those will be typically disclosed in the offering memorandum, the presentation that will be shared with investors. If it's not there, it will definitely be in the offering document, specifically the private placement memorandum. And if you have trouble finding it, always pick up the phone or reach out to your sponsor or the person you're investing through, and they will be able to point you exactly to where the fees are spelled out, as well as answer any questions that you may have. We hope you found today's video helpful, and if you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one.